It feels so good to be us.
It is escapism, it is fantasy, it is New Orleans.
No one does it smoother than New Orleans. The day is finally here where hundreds of thousands will hit the streets for the world's biggest party.
I love Mardi Gras. New Orleans is something so special. I mean, they have carnival all over the world, but Mardi Gras is a really special place to celebrate carnival.
And the weather won't rain on this parade. Despite weather changes, parade goers hit the streets ready for fun, rain or shine.
Listen, we was coming whether it rained, whether it sleet, snow, we was gonna be here.
This morning, we bring you live coverage on everything you need to know, from the parade route, traffic restrictions, to your parade forecast.
So let's get this party started with a dash of finesse. Right now on WDSU News This Morning.
The New Orleans Pelicans select Zion.
It's a new era for the city of New Orleans. With the first overall NBA draft pick, the Pelicans are now bringing Zion Williamson home to the Crescent City.
I love the game and I love to win. So whatever the team needs me to do, I'm willing to do it because I feel like people remember winners.
The young star makes history as one of the most exciting prospects to enter the league. This morning, we bring you more on what's next for the Pelicans in the new era of Zion Williamson. Right now on WDSU News This Morning.
Live. 6:32 now this morning. We continue to follow the latest developments downtown, where the partially collapsed Hard Rock Hotel is raising concerns as crews work to stabilize the building without causing any damage to other businesses. All this comes as Governor John Bel Edwards is expected to join New Orleans city leaders to discuss the possible weather impacts on those efforts. Right now, forecasters are monitoring a potential system in the Gulf that could bring wind and rain. We continue our team coverage this morning with the recovery efforts now underway and the ongoing traffic concerns for neighbors in the area. But first, let's go to meteorologist Quayla Murphy.
Live, local, late breaking. This is WDSU News This Morning.
Well, right now, Hurricane Dorian is lingering in the Atlantic, roughly 100 miles away now from Florida. And we're starting to get a closer look at the devastation now left behind in the Bahamas, where at least 7 people have died. But the full scope of that disaster still not quite known yet.
Yeah, the U.S. Coast Guard, along with Britain's Royal Navy and other aid groups, are working to get food and medicine to survivors there. Meanwhile, mandatory evacuations in parts of Florida have been lifted, allowing residents there to help donate water and food to the Bahamas. This comes while other states along the Atlantic coast are making final preparations for the storm as it moves onward. For more on Dorian's latest track, here's meteorologist Daniel Graves. Daniel.
And we're starting to see those impacts stretching further to the north now, including Georgia and the Carolinas, whereas South Florida is kind of seeing Dorian moving away from them. Let's take a look at the latest satellite imagery, and you can see.
We are one. This weekend, the theme for Bayou Classic will spread throughout the Crescent City.
All the lines are blurred when it comes to the Bayou Classic, but of course at kickoff, you know, Southern people kind of go to their side and we're on our side, and once the game is over, then we all kind of come back together as a family.
Today, the rival continues between Southern University and Grambling State, but who will go home with the bragging rights?
Definitely Grambling, of course.
Southern will prevail as always.
This morning, we bring you everything you need to know from the traffic restrictions, the parade, and the big game. It's all right here on WDSU News This Morning.
I thought it was going to be an easier pathway, but you know, you do what you have to do, and you do it the way that is appropriate, and we've tried to handle ourselves that way, and you know, I think we're going to succeed.
Another Confederate monument comes down. The PGT Beauregard statue is officially gone. The third monument moved in just 4 weeks.
We have extensive coverage of this contentious issue, including an exclusive one-on-one sit-down with Mayor Mitch Landrieu. We'll also have what's next for the monument bill that could save other Confederate statues in the state from being taken down.
Plus, this morning we are hearing from the governor and have his take on the proposal. WDSU News This Morning starts right now.